This Captain America hat, as well as this cool new Captain America comic book steel sign that was given to me by my father, these are great metaphors for what I'm going to be talking about tonight. Because Captain America in the comics took a last stand to defeat Hydra in World War II. And what do you know? Perfect segue. What's up, Thrashers? It's yours truly, Thrash Maniac 99, back here with a new episode of Thrash Reviews. It's been a little while since I've done a review. I've been really busy doing the Walmart Cup stuff, or working on other projects that I've got coming out here in the next several months. But I am here tonight to review probably the big album that came out yesterday, and it's the new album from Swedish power metal masters Sabaton, and the album The Last Stand. Did you get what I was trying to go at earlier with the whole Captain America segue? But anyways, so Sabaton is a power metal band that formed back in 1999 from Sweden, and their debut was Primo Victoria in 2005, and they've been on several different labels, but most notably Nuclear Blast Records. Man, Nuclear Blast Records is like the label to be on, or Century Media, depending on your preference. But yeah, they've been on Nuclear Blast for a long time. I actually did review their last album, Heroes, a couple years ago. Thought it was a fantastic release. So let's see what Sabaton has in store for The Last Stand. Now, before I get started, basically what this album, like the album Heroes, is a concept album. This concept is all about the famous defensive last stand battles in the great wars of the past and stuff like that, which, of course, if you don't know of Sabaton's lyrical content, where have you been? Second of all, their lyrics revolve around storytelling of past wars and stuff like that, and they like to tell great stories, and that's what I love about this band from the material I have heard from them. So to kick off this album is the song Sparta, which pretty much gives a hint that it's basically about the whole, like, Spartans and Athens, Greece battles from back in many centuries ago. And what's funny is that there's a line in the song that says something like, "Tonight we dine in hell," which is the direct line from the movie 300. So I can kind of hear this song as being a good coupling track to that movie or anything related to that movie 300. But this song telling that story of that epic war from back many centuries ago in this power metal style with some traditional heavy metal thrown on top of it. And I tell you, the vocalist, Joachim Broden, I believe. I mean, I'm not that great at pronouncing Swedish names, unless you ask me about members of Opeth, Edge of Sanity, or blah, 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 blah. You get my point. It was just a fantastic opening track that set you on an emotional ride, hearing about these stories about that particular battle in the whole Spartan, Athens, Greece, stuff like that. The next track I want to talk about is The Lost Battalion, which is all about the Lost Battalion of World War I. And that song was one of the more faster variety tracks, even though it was more like a mid-tempo tune. It definitely set things up for a huge roller coaster ride going forward on the album, where you would get some slow stuff, but at times you'd get some very unrelenting tracks, such as Rourke's Drift, the next track. But Rourke's Drift was more of like a speed metal tune, and people wonder, speed metal and thrash metal are the same. I don't really agree. Like, the distinction can be hard to determine at times, but essentially speed metal is like, in the words of Ian Christie, who's a great author for metal and journalist for metal, says that it's basically Iron Maiden at double speed, and that's what this song pretty much was all about. You know, the dueling guitars of the guitar players, the pounding drums, and that amazing vocal delivery from Joachim just really puts you through a big-time mood to really get into the learning books and read on some of these stories. The next track I want to talk about is the title track, The Last Stand, which is about the stand of the Swiss Guard. Again, it's like more history lessons. This song was a fantastic, emotional roller coaster ride that really gets your mind going and gets you to think about some of these things, like I've said about previous tracks. The next song I want to touch base on is Hill 3234. Probably the fastest song on the album. It was near thrash metal speed, to put it in a simple term. All about the battle for Hill 3234, I should say. Again, more history lessons for you kids who like metal and listen to this band. And then the final track I want to touch base on is the closing track, The Last Battle. The Battle of Castle Itter. Or Eider, depending on how you want to say it. Probably my personal favorite track of the album, because it pretty much takes everything that they've done from the previous 10 tracks, meld it all into one epic closer. And wow, did it really end the album on a high fucking note. Now, on the deluxe edition, there's 3 cover songs. There's a Stan Ridgway cover. They covered All Guns Blazing by Judas Priest and Afraid to Shoot Strangers by Iron Maiden. And of course, Sabaton's notorious for doing songs paying homage to metal of the past, like songs like Metal Machine, Metalizer, and stuff like that, or just regular covers like these 3 in particular. So, overall, top to bottom, the album flows together beautifully. Again, it's like they're really trying to give fans of metal a history lesson when it comes to their lyrics and their storytelling within their music. And the music itself is very well written, well executed, and very enjoyable to listen to. Overall, I would give this album an 87 out of 100. This is a solid album by Sabaton. I think it's better than their album Heroes, but I don't think it's their best work. If you ask me, that would be Carlotus Rex, a couple albums prior to this. But this was just a really solid release by who I think is going to become one of the all-time greats of power metal. In fact, they might already be that by this point. But what did you guys think of The Last Stand by Sabaton? Leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts and opinions. But thank you guys for watching. Peace out, and have a good Saturday night.